Hi everyone, in this video I will be discussing what foods are best for you to eat when trying to grow taller. These will be foods that have positive effects on hormones such as growth hormone and IGF-1. If you want to know about these hormones, I suggest watching part 1 of this height series. Otherwise, let's get started. Firstly, the most important thing you can consume is raw milk. It doesn't matter whether it's from cows, goats, or camels, as long as it's not heat-treated. Milk contains calories, protein, and calcium, among other nutrients, and bioactive components such as insulin-like growth factor 1, all of which facilitate bone growth. Unfortunately, commercial milk is heat-treated, so it denatures the proteins and causes issues with digestibility. This is why people have developed lactose intolerance, because the enzyme that helps your body digest lactose has been killed by heat pasteurization. A 2017 study was done on cow's milk versus non-cow milk like soy and almond. For each cup of non-cow milk consumed, children ended up 0.4 centimeters shorter. Children who consumed 3 cups of cow milk every day were 1.5 centimeters taller than their non-cow milk drinking counterparts. This study wasn't even done with raw milk, so imagine the benefits of raw milk, where all the proteins and enzymes are still 100% active. Here's how to get raw milk. Go to getrawmilk.com. Type in your location and see if you have any milk dealers near you. If you can't find any nearby, look for bath milk because this is raw milk. If you can't find bath milk, then drinking normal milk is fine too, but try to get the less processed variety. Okay, let's talk about some protein foods. The quality of protein depends on the availability of amino acids it supplies. Some protein sources such as animal products contain all of the essential amino acids. Meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy are all considered complete proteins. If you consume 3 or more servings of these foods a day, you will meet your daily protein needs, depending on your body weight, of course. According to Donald K. Lehman of the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, various protein sources may exhibit different effects on bone metabolism. Studies have found that animal meat, including poultry and fish, as a protein source is associated with higher serum levels of IGF-1, which is in turn associated with increased bone mineralization and fewer fractures. With a proper combination of sources, vegetable proteins may provide similar benefits as protein from animal sources. If you're vegetarian, or if you do not want to eat animal meat, soybeans and quinoa, which is a plant-based seed that is often called a grain, are also complete proteins. Besides quinoa and soy, proteins from plant-based foods are typically considered incomplete proteins because they only contain some of the essential amino acids. I would suggest avoiding soy, however, because it does contain excess estrogen, which has growth-retarding effects. Beans and legumes, nuts and seeds, grains, vegetables, and fruits are all incomplete proteins. Combining 2 incomplete protein food choices in order to get all of the essential amino acids may help. For instance, brown rice and beans will make a complete protein meal. You may consider fruits like avocados, guavas, blackberries, bananas, jackfruit, apricots, and kumquats, and vegetables like sprouted beans including peas and lentils, lima beans, green peas, cooked succotash, kale, broccoli, white cooked mushrooms, quinoa, and cauliflower. The other thing you can eat is whey. Whey is the transparent liquid part of milk that remains after milk coagulates. Whey is a complete protein, and all of the constituents of whey protein provide high levels of the essential and branched-chain amino acids. A 3-year clinical study of 342 healthy men and women who were 65 or older also found that those who consumed the most protein and were supplemented with calcium experienced the most significant improvement in bone mass density. Low protein intake impairs both the production and action of IGF-1. IGF-1 is an essential factor for longitudinal bone growth, as it stimulates proliferation and differentiation of chondrocytes in the epiphyseal plate, and it's also essential for bone formation. Alright, let's talk about vitamins needed for bone growth. Vitamin A is essential when it comes to bone formation. Vitamin A is necessary for proper growth and development of our bodies. It directly aids in growth by improving cell division of many different types of cells. According to the National Institute of Arthritis, musculoskeletal and skin diseases vindicate that vitamin A is essential in regulating the processes that keep our bones growing healthy. Vitamin A is found in most animal livers, fish like salmon and tuna, hard-boiled eggs, and vegetables like carrots, kale, and cooked sweet potatoes. Fruits rich in vitamin A include mangoes, passion fruits, cantaloupe, guavas, papaya, and watermelon. Next is vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential for the absorption and use of calcium and phosphorus by the body. It's necessary for the formation and health of bones, teeth, and cartilage. There are 2 forms of vitamin D. D2 is found in some foods, and D3 is produced within the body when the skin is exposed to sunlight. 10 to 15 minutes of sunshine 5 days a week is enough to build the body's requirement of vitamin D. Dietary vitamin D2 is found naturally in egg yolk, tinned fish, cod and halibut liver oils. Next important vitamin is vitamin K. This is an essential component in the body's normal blood clotting process and plays an indispensable role in maintaining bone health. Most vitamin K is produced by microorganisms in the intestine and is stored in the liver. Dietary vitamin K is obtained from green leafy vegetables such as spinach, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and cabbage. The last important mineral is zinc. Zinc is a micromineral needed in the diet on a daily basis, but only in minimal amounts, 50 milligrams or less. When the effect of zinc supplementation on growth velocity was assessed, it was established that zinc supplementation increases growth velocity over a 12-month period. Zinc plays a role when it comes to hormones by participating in 1. Growth hormone synthesis and secretion. 2. The action of growth hormone in the liver. 3. IGF-1 production. 4. IGF-1 activation in bone cartilage. In addition to these multiple functions, zinc also interacts with other hormones somehow related to bone growth such as testosterone, thyroid hormones, and insulin. Sources include raw oysters, pumpkin seeds, beef, chicken, and cashews. Here is a bonus height-growing idea that has come from Ayurveda, which is a system of traditional medicine native to India. Here's what you need: ashwagandha powder, shatavari powder, rock sugar or any sugar. If you don't have rock sugar, bamboo maraba or bamboo shoots if you don't have maraba, and raw milk. When you wake up in the morning, after your stretches, eat some bamboo maraba or bamboo shoots. Then after 1 hour, mix 2 spoons of ashwagandha, 1 spoon of shatavari, and 1 spoon of rock sugar into raw milk and drink that. Ashwagandha will help you keep low stress levels throughout the day, which will boost anabolic hormones. Before you try anything in this video, make sure you do your own research and see what works for you. And last tip for you guys when sourcing food. Just like how you get the raw milk locally, you need to try to get all your fruits and vegetables locally. You shouldn't get bananas from Australia if you live in Germany, where it's winter. Local and seasonal produce that is raw will best benefit your biology. And note that even though raw foods contain bacteria, they are not bad for you. In fact, all bacteria are good for you. It's just a disbalance of bacteria that is bad for you. Remember that you have more bacteria in your body than cells, and bacteria have many functions in your body. This includes digesting food, protecting against infection, and even maintaining your reproductive health. Getting more of them and balancing them out will boost height growth significantly. Okay, so to recap, raw milk is super important, so try your best to get it. Make sure you are getting enough protein because this will increase IGF-1 production. Get enough vitamins, especially vitamin A, D, and K. Also make sure to get enough zinc. Doing this correctly will allow you to grow taller at any age. That's all for the video. If you have any suggestions or questions, comment below, and be sure to check out my Instagram for more tips on health. Thanks, and have a nice day.